Have you ever had the thought that if your employees were smiling more at their customers, smiling more internally, that you get higher returns, that you wish your organization was one in which people got along with one another? Now, that's a common phrase or belief that people are looking for. Their employees really like what they do. See, the smile is not an indication of the organization and the role. You're supposed to smile, say, at a cashier station or working in retail or working in a service sector. What you're trying to do is get people to actually have a smile that comes from the heart. That means they enjoy their job. That means they enjoy everything they do. Now, I'd like you to think about this for a second. Does your executive team or you as the owner, business owner, executive director, whatever role you are, do you smile? Does your immediate management team smile? Do those people around them smile? I'm going to bet you if you're asking for your organization to smile, there's something inside of you that's not smiling. Now, I've been asked this question, how do you get our employees to smile? And I've come at it with all different angles. One of them is the systems and structure. Having it in place so someone can do their job and not be hindered by obstacles of technology, not by obstacles by customers who are irate. We can solve those. But it still comes down to your love for what you do and how you live your life every day. I'll give you an example of something that just happened recently. I was in an office where someone was asking or looking for their employees to smile doing their role. And during the discussion, I brought up once again that if you're not the one engaging, if you're not the one smiling, how can you expect them to? Now, they fought back, as most people do. They believe that they're very happy that they smile all the time. And what I did is I waited for an environment where I saw the executives coming to a meeting. And I sat, or stood in this case, and watched their expressions as they walked through the office. Now picture this for a minute. You've got an office, a traditional business office with people in their cubicles, not very high so you could see over them. You could see offices around the outside, and you see the executives that walk in one at a time. And this is how they walked. Head down, looking down. No one was saying hello. No one was interacting with the employees. When I sat down in the office, I brought up the topic again, and I said, you're looking for people to smile, to interact, and yet, let me share with you what I saw on your walk-in. The individual, this one individual, stopped, looked at me and said, yes, but if you're looking down, you can find some coins. And he goes on to tell the story about how he found some coins on the ground while walking, and how his friend was so amazed that he was able to find them. And I guess it was one of those things that my gut reaction, I said to him, when you're looking down, you may find coins, but when you're looking up, you find opportunities. And that's what happens. You might find a few little coins, but the opportunities are around you every day, but they come from people who are looking out, they're thinking, they're engaged. And it was one of those stoppers in that meeting where people had to say, where do I want to be? Now, he ended up walking out of that office, and it was actually very painful. He had to look up, pick up his head, and he was looking at the people. And they didn't look back at him. And they didn't look back at him because they're used to him walking through in that way, which gave the presence that he didn't want to be interrupted. He was engaged. He was in thought instead of interacting. Now, here's some things you can do. Change through your behavior. Next time you walk into an office, say hello. Now, one of the things I practice, because I work in a global environment, is I try to learn the hello in the language that I'm in. So, for example, right now I'm in Asia, and there's Mandarin and Cantonese, so I might say Zhao Shan Hao, which is good morning, or Josan. If I was in Japan, I might say Ohio. Whatever your language is, try to connect, keep your eyes up, and that interaction will change the entire organization. If you spend time watching, I would recommend watching your executive staff. Do what I did. Watch how they move, watch how they interact, look at their meetings, and rate them. Are they smilers? Are they engaging? Do they sound as if they're the people you would want to work with? Take from a step back and say, if your executive team and the management don't smile, I can guarantee you won't hear smiling over the phone, which you can if you're a customer. You won't see smiling at meetings, and you won't see smiling at the cash register. That said, none of this works if you don't fix the systems and structure and have a great organization to work for. People are frustrated. If people are challenged, they won't have it in their heart. And that's what real smiles are about. It's something about people who really enjoy what they do. So the next time you walk in, don't look down for coin, look up for the opportunities. They're all around.